Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me today. Not from the office, from home. I didn't manage to get there. We have a lot of stuff going on, so today's session will be a bit more spontaneous than others. I just had to install all the streaming stuff to get it all in place on this machine. So bear with me. That's why you see a big blue window that you're actually not supposed to see, but bear with me, I will have that removed in a second. And just quickly add my wonderful, 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 wonderful browser. All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That is definitely the wrong one, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna go over here and open the trader. Wonderful. So I think you are able to see that. 1 second, bear with me. I just gotta open another window and make sure I have it all in place. Let's transition this one. Wonderful. There's my browser. I can see that it runs. So let me check over here and see here. Okay. Actually, I hope it's actually running. I think it's supposed to, so bear with me. I can't see the chat right now. I will actually need to make sure I get this chat too. 1 second. Where is the chat window? 1 moment. Quickly need to open the YouTube page. Studio. This is kind of strange. How can I open that? I'm such a noob. 1 moment. And that's actually good, but where is my chat window gone? Is that not here? 1 moment, I just gotta verify so that I'm not speaking into oblivion. All right. Okay, so one more time. Hello, everyone. Sorry for being a bit lazy today. Alexa, turn on the light. Tada! Es werde Licht. Wunderschön. Perfect. Okay. So, as I said, today is going to be a bit spontaneous. I'm also going to tell you why. The last couple of weeks have been very, 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 very intense in a positive way. So a lot of stuff is going on. We have actually hired not only one, but a couple of new people joined the team, are joining the team. So that's wonderful. We have a lot going on, therefore. We have also got a lot of very positive customer feedback, specifically around our Machina AI platform with the new stuff, but also the new use cases that we have. So generally, crazy times over here. Trying to get a hold of everything that's going and trying to keep up with everything. Some stuff is actually dropping in between the table, and that's sadly the preparation this week for today's workshop call. So I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna have another session the coming week where I will go a bit more deeper again into the stuff. I'll make it a bit quick today, so I don't bore you guys too much. All right, so what has happened? We are a step away of deploying our Machina AI version 8. which actually holds a lot of super cool features that I will show. And then we're also working hard on the promised update on MachinaTrader itself. This one had to be a little bit delayed because we had to onboard the new people. We also had to provide some important upgrades to Machina AI, as this has already got customers which are using this in a productive way. So there we have had some push. Now the team is back fully focused on the trader team, and we have the second team with the Machina News AI team. They're fully focused on the News AI team. So everything is working smoothly at the moment, moving in a really great progress, making great steps. So we're looking forward to deploy the new version of Machina News AI to customer instances actually throughout the next 10 days. So we are doing the last tests, and then we're pushing these updates step by step, and the updates are pretty cool. One thing that we have integrated now is that we have more refining functions for the AI prompts. Then additionally, we do have new functionality in regards of the information that we can scrape. It means that we have additional sources that we use now for scoring around risk management. That's a big subject. We are doing event detection at this point, so we're testing that out, meaning that we can now detect also events that happen in media and display them on the globe and so forth. So that's all really, really cool stuff that we're working on these days. And then the team is, of course, heavily focused on backtesting all the data that we have and refining our actual signals for crypto when it comes to trading. So that's moving forward also in a really great speed, and we're making great progress over there. So all of that stuff is really moving forward. Yeah, so that being said, let me quickly tell you about what probably most want to know. Who is the winner of our backtesting? So I can actually not call him out because he would like to stay private, but it's one of our customers. He's been also, I think, you know, he had a bit of an advantage because he really tweaked the strategy. So it's not the original strategy. He added some parts to it. So we also will have a second winner, which I will post later. I think tomorrow I will post it on Twitter. And you guys, congratulations for your presence. The team will contact you, and I hope you like what you're gonna get. Another thing, so we generally did see a lot of backtesting, generally a wide range from backtests, from less good to very good. We saw quite some people that actually did paper trading, and I think in some cases pretty successful. As I said, some of them really successful. So the winner is a higher two-digit percentile number over the time frame, but he didn't actually do it over all the time frame. He started roughly 3 weeks ago and did it in that time frame, which is, you know, quite good. So that being said, these tests went really well. I'm trying to aggregate and bring together a little bit of analytics and results for you guys for the next session, so that we can go deep into that and learn a little bit of how he got there and how he did the stuff. All right. Actually, there is. Let me quickly see. So now I need to quickly open up something. I wanted to just show you this moment. ChatGPT is still down, like having so much problems the last 2 days. That looks better. So we will soon give you access now. I already said the ones that want can get in touch and they can get a link. There is new versions of our Machina AI, OpenAI assistants. What are they? We have different assistants on OpenAI now that we can share with you guys. We're going to make some of them public. I already mentioned that the last time, and they're connected to the systems that we have, both with the market systems as well as the AI system. And what does that mean? Generally, it means that you could do something like, can you give me the sentiment for Donald Trump? want to make this a bit bigger so you can actually read it on screen. So here you go. So yeah, so this is actually a small instance that I'm testing right now for this one, but generally you can ask it for sentiments and everything. So let me quickly see. Should probably ask it on a bigger time frame. What's the sentiment for Donald Trump on 7 days period? Can you give me details and explanations too, please? Let's see what it does. Ah, wonderful. Another try. Ah, look, sentiment for Donald Trump. And now it really tells you what's going on. And it really tells you this for every day. Now, this is a relative small instance right now that I have connected for my test, but the one version that you have access to will have access to most of our crypto data, a little bit of people data, and some other stuff. So if you want to play around with it, let us know. It's not yet public, but you can definitely have access to this and get real-time news sentiments for crypto-related people, a lot of crypto coins, etc. You do not have all the data and signals, of course, in the free version. There is going to be paid versions where you have literally thousands of signals and stuff that you can harness, and you could even, have your own custom stuff, depending on how much money you want to spend. But this general basic version that allows access to like the top 10 top list data and some historical data, so you can play around with the most famous, coins and people and so forth, and get sentiment analytics and whatnot directly from the system. So you have different time frames that you can ask it, and you have the option to pretty much on each time frame query any type of object at the end. So it could also be potentially a company. Let me see if we potentially, is it, I'm not sure how it's actually the full name, because right now I need to know the full name. Let me think. Probably do something like, what's the sentiment for Novartis? Okay, on the 30 days. Let me see what it does. That probably may take a while. Error. So I need to work on this one. Hello. Can you get me the top list data for companies on 30 days? This is strange. Days. The top list. Is that hello? Yeah, you see, so now you get the full top list. So I'm still optimizing stuff, but you get the point. So it actually knows about the news, and it knows, what's going on around the people. It can also give you time series for specific people. So it should actually be able, can you give me the time series for Sergio Ermotti? Make a sentiment analysis on the 30 days period. Let me see if that works. Yeah. So you get the point. So it will actually also explain you the next step is that so right now this assistant is not yet connected like to the actual information behind the sentiments. There is going to be an update, like an update which is probably not going to be fully for free because it's also a lot of data. But I will have a showcase with a little bit of that. But generally, we will also make it aware of all the news as well. So the next step is that you ask like, okay, but what's actually in those news and why would it be the case? And then it actually knows all of the news that refer to this sentiment as well, and can summarize that for you as well. So you basically can do all of that, you know, fancy stuff to play around. Let me quickly make sure this window is somehow moving. Yes. Yes, so that's that. So we're building a lot of stuff on the AI side. We did make quite some upgrades also to the globe. I should probably be able to show you that. See, so this will potentially have one or the other small bug because it's the untested version. So what happened here is we have reworked all the menu structures and all of that, so that's pretty nice. Actually, yeah. Yeah, this is just a fresh deployment, so you see it has a bit of a time. But I want to show you like where this is coming from. So if I go to people here, and then you see we have like here, this is the data that it originally came from, that we just checked via the OpenAI assistant. And then what you can do now is you can also in the globe see an actual graph with all the data. So yet again, this might take a while. It's a lot of data. And it's a 0-day feature, so bear with me. It should load in a second. Ta-da! Do it for me one more time. Come on. Yeah, that's not normal. It should actually already have loaded. Let me quickly see. Come on, do it. I will just load it in the back. Right, that's that. And then I actually had to reboot MachinaTrader a couple of days ago. It's right now not doing too bad. So I have 22.16% of profit in total so far since I started. So my equity is up to a bit over 1,000 since my start. And then I have a total trading volume of nearly 15K. So it's not too much of trades, but the ones that they did so far are actually quite good. Let's see. So I just bought some Ethereum. And that's interesting yet again. So I should actually really, you know, check my settings, because obviously this is not good, because it tried to do something which didn't work and was then finally able to submit it. But at some point it can do the sale. So actually, if you look at this here, this is a really nice buy and sell. So it bought down here and here it sold. You know, that's, you know, we take that, I would say. So that's nice. So you see, generally, I would say, you know, I mean, I think it's even pretty much standard settings, because I had to reset my machine once. And then after that, because I really had like the first tries were really bad. And ever since I run it with some pretty basic settings. Let me actually check quickly what we have configured in here. So we run our, and that's just, don't get distracted by the name. That's the version I shared with you guys to be testing. And here we have the settings. So I'm quickly gonna read them to you. So we have fast SMA period to 7, slow SMA period to 25, RSI to 14, supertrend to 10, supertrend multiplier to 3, MACD fast to 12, MACD slow to 26, MACD signal period to 9, and volume multiplier to 1.5. So I think it actually doesn't differ too much from the base settings. The only other thing that I did is I run it only on some major coins, as you can see here. So yeah, this is generally not doing too bad. As said, we had people with much better performance than me, like triple or 4 times. So congrats to those guys. You probably did have a bit more time than me. But as you can see, even with standard settings, like this actually performs quite well on the real-time trade. So I would say we didn't do a too bad job. If you think of that, I didn't have more time to look at my testing instance, except the workshops we did together. So that tells you a bit also about how much actually the software will help you get your shit done, because I wouldn't have had time to watch the markets. The last 2 weeks I've been working from morning to evening in calls and meetings and so forth, and with a focus on a totally different area of the whole stuff that we have going on than the workshops, sadly, because I actually would admire to spend a bit more time and do more more tech stuff in the workshop live and share actually, you know, a lot of more information. What I can tell you is that luckily with the new employees, things are professionalizing a lot. We have produced already much more documentation, which is in review now, so you will see much more sophisticated updates on that side. We know that in the trader specifically, we have been lacking substantially behind. So this is changing for good right now a lot. But also on the news AI side, things have moved substantially forward. We have a new set of presentations to show it. There is a multitude of different use case presentations. We have the technical papers that we're writing. We have, you know, of course, the basic user manuals and so forth. So all of this is coming together now, which is really great news. So I would say, like, you know, step by step, all the puzzle pieces, you know, find to the complete picture. And yeah, therefore, things are sometimes also a little bit unpredictable, even though it's positive. As you can see, a lot has been going on. We're still doing a lot. So we have a lot of data initiatives right now. We're working very strong on reviewing the existing data, optimizing our prompting, making the calculations better for our actual computation of sentiments and scorings. And then from there, we are also now working on adjusting our own models so that we can replace partially or fully, if that's needed, the OpenAI models that we have in use, because we want to be able to use like differentiated models on that. So all of that is actually in a really nice progress. So there is a lot going on yet again. And I'm a little bit overwhelmed tonight, so that's why I didn't come super prepared. Actually, I had the screen prepared and everything in the 5 minutes before I joined the call. So better than nothing. A quick update for you guys with the latest stuff. You see the rework of the UI here, also of the Machina Globe. So that's moving strongly forward. So yeah, a lot of good stuff is happening in a multitude of ways. Let me actually quickly see here. Let's jump to the commodities and quickly check here. Oh, look, we have a lot of interesting. So the Bitcoin is having a good signal, strong signal on Ethereum, strong 7-day signal on Solana, not so optimal signal on crude oil. Gold is sideways, I would say. Dogecoin, very good signal. We got sulfur has a very strangely negative one, which is actually strange. Then we got sunflower oil, that's interesting, and nickel briquette, so you can also see like what the world is actually looking for right now. So let's quickly check, maybe instead of commodities, also quickly, maybe this here, not equities, but actually go to currencies, and let's quickly check the data over here. Yeah, it should actually load. Hello. Here, let me reload this quickly. Yeah, so bear with me. This is my test instance. It is a dev version, so it has its bugs. One sec. Currencies. Here we are. Here we are. US dollar average. Bitcoin, as I said, pretty strong on the 7 days. Ethereum, Solana, which is also interesting that Solana has gone quite up here. Then we have Dogecoin with a really strong signal. Generally, most of the crypto coins look really good at the moment when you look at the Machina score and the sentiment scores here in the front, right? We have the sentiment score, the relevant score, and the Machina score. As you know, Machina score is an aggregation of the total docs, the sentiment score, and the relevant score. So that gives you an indicator over all dynamics, while these here are specifically giving you the average of the specific category, sentiment, and relevance. Here you see the total amount of articles we had in that time frame. Just say again, that means on the 7 days time frame we had 799 articles referencing to Bitcoin with a pretty strong sentiment positive, high relevance as well, so that's actually good. Let me quickly check what else we can see on our list. Shiba Inu is BNB is super strong here, as you can see. BNB is very, very strong. That's interesting. BNB is on 61 on the Machina score. That's really, really high. All right, it's interesting. So let's see. Real Smurf Cat. I don't even know what that is. That's must be some crypto coin. Has a really bad average sentiment, so it would actually be interesting to see what that is. Does anybody know? I have no clue. Real Smurf Cat news. Oh, okay. Some NFT coin. Let's have a look at what this does. Oh yeah, so you see it goes down. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. Well, that explains the bad news, probably. Funny. So yeah, there you are. This you can either watch the sentiments or the market price will basically tell you the same. If it's red, it's red. There's not much to do about this. If it's red, it's red. Right. Yeah. So it's interesting. Actually, yeah. Let's have maybe a look at the data. I should have closed it. It was already open. Yeah. This is interesting. Let me quickly see. We change this over here. That's interesting, after all. I literally have no information about this coin. I never heard it before, so it just popped up because it really has like one of the worst sentiments on the 7 days time frame. So that's just that. There hasn't been too much change today in terms of sentiment, so the news were really from before today. I'm just being asked, do you have any news on other exchanges? I have no no clue what you're actually asking. What do you mean? Like any news on other exchanges? Can you be more specific, Ben? Write me on Teams because I don't see the YouTube chat at the moment. Okay, now I actually have my chat. Wonderful. Okay, now I actually have my chat. Wonderful. I can hear myself. That's not so wonderful. So I mute that again. All right. Any other news other than Binance? What do you mean? This is not Binance specific news. I have literally no clue what you're asking, Ben. This is nothing of this is Binance specific. Why do you think this is Binance specific? This is overall everything. So nothing to do with Binance. Wow, did you see the sentiment of Nvidia on 24 hours? That's quite crazy. That's pretty good. Let's see how this looks on a little more time frame. Wow, Nvidia. No, that's actually, yeah, that's average. That's okay. So it's a relatively neutral sentiment, but with a high relevance this week. Here again, we have Solana coming under the equities. This is the Nvidia stock. You got Apple, which has quite positive, a 30-day situation. Ah, you're talking about the trader. Sorry, you know, I have Machina News AI open. So, yeah, that's what I said at the beginning. Actually, this update was scheduled to be released now. with the additional trading exchanges and a couple of other features, but we had to delay it for a couple of weeks because we had to push some stuff on News AI and the infrastructure. So that's done. And we do not only have one dev, but now two devs working on the subject. So I actually think give us another couple of weeks. I will probably notify it next week with the exact release date. And from then on, you have multiple exchanges, and you have certified live trading on those as well. So not just the prototype live trading. So that will change the game substantially. And yeah, the only thing is that we have a delay in it. I think the delay is like 3 weeks, a maximum of 4, so somewhere around the area. So I'll keep you posted. I should know in detail next week the exact date when we can release that, and it will have like a handful of crypto exchanges, but it will also allow us to then activate more pretty quickly, because like actually there are much more already built in. But as said, we will step by step turn them on and basically name them certified once we've turned them on officially, because we want to go like through all our unit tests with each adapter. That's pretty much the story on that end. Sorry, Ben, I didn't catch what you was referring to, because I was looking at News AI, so I didn't catch that. Yeah. So that being said, that's that. Quick update from our side. Things are running smoothly, as I said, just a lot of stuff going on, but we will have some official stuff that we're gonna post, like great new partnerships and actually new customers, and a big cool new project that we're working on. So things are really taking off. So I'll keep you posted. Check our channels, check specifically, make sure that you have subscribed to our LinkedIn channels, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, make sure you have your account ready on MachinaTrader. Be in touch if you have questions, and let us know if you want to participate on testing our assistants. You can get access to that if you get in touch with us. And yeah, more to come, more to be released. We're always building. In that sense, I wish you all a beautiful week, and I will be back with a more prepared workshop, as you know it, in the coming week. Thank you very much, and I wish you a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Let's go back, way back into time.